Hey everyone, just here in my kitchen. I'm going to be making a consecutive amount of reels and content for you guys because a lot of you guys hit me up and you're like, "Hey Isaac, how long did it actually take you to be able to manage capital? How can I get my hands on more capital? I think I'm a good trader, or I know I'm a good trader. I've been doing it for X amount of years, but I don't have money to my name, or I can't prove it. I don't have a track record." So, for a majority of you that send me a message, usually I hear numbers like you have 1,000, 2,000, maybe $3,000 to work with. Something like a prop firm like FTMO is going to be the very most useful tool for you guys. It's going to be your most beneficial. So essentially, you can pay, let's say, between 1,000 to 1,500, go through a challenge, and be able to, as long as you successfully go through the challenge, get funded with $200,000. Now, this isn't really real $200,000, so if you do make it to this level, I highly encourage you guys to set aside that capital and utilize it for yourself on the back end. But let's jump into the screen shared video, and I'm going to show you step by step the process of going through creating an account, paying for it, trading for those challenges, both step one, step two, and then trading for the first profit and actually having a successful withdrawal so you guys can see that it is actually legitimate.
Okay, so now that we're onto the site, let's quickly go through this. So I'm on the FTMO main website. We're going to go to FTMO Challenge. Now I've already made an account, so once you guys register, it's a free registration. You're going to go down to here. Typically, if you clicked US dollars, you're going to get the best rate or most amount of leverage for your dollars. Now this is where it's finicky because a normal risk account can go up to 200,000. But an aggressive account can only go up to 100,000. They're both the same price for that amount. The difference is aggressive has less leverage, but you can lose more. The normal one, you have more to work with. The only actual difference is that normal is going to be better because you get to trade more capital, but you have to be careful not to go over their risk parameters. So aggressive is actually safer, but you get less capital. So we're going to go with normal. We're going to go 200,000 and we're going to stay within the parameters set. Now FTMO, same thing with the leverage here. This is their standard. You can't trade news events. You can't hold over the weekend. FTMO swing, you can actually do so. So you can hold trades overnight, over the weekend, and during news. I personally like that. So we're going to go with a swing. I like MetaTrader 4. We're going to skip over that personal info, click declare, and we're going to go proceed. And I'm going to pay for this now. So now the account has been purchased. So it takes about 24 hours, I believe, until I'm going to receive my login credentials. Once I do, I'm going to show you guys that, log into the MetaTrader 4 panel, and take you guys through that process. So step one, challenge, step two, challenge, and then making our way to getting our first withdrawal. So again, this is for all of you guys that are either beginners, you've been trading maybe 1 to 3 years, or maybe you've been trading 5, 6, 7, 8 years, but just haven't been able to grasp getting your foot on a bunch of capital to trade, which that was, the shoes I was in at one point. So again, this is to show you guys the process, taking you through that A to Z, and what it's like to actually pay for a challenge, go through it, and see yourself on the other side. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, but really excited to show you guys this process. Okay, so I'm actually shooting this video, maybe it's only been 15 minutes. So I've now already received my login credentials. I'm not going to click on the credentials here, just as while it's uploaded, I'm still going to be actively going through the challenge. But anyways, this is to show essentially right here. So I click on client area. This is going to reload. So we can click that refresh button. Everyone sees it's real. Result says ongoing. So currently I just entered the challenge. Now, outside of credentials, let's check metrics. I believe this is where I can show my stats. Okay, perfect. So once I open my first trade, that's when it begins. I've selected the MT4 platform, and these are what I have to focus on right now. So I have to trade for a minimum of 10 trading days. Typically, I've gone through this before. I've completed the whole thing in a day. So essentially what I did for the next 9 remaining days, I would just open a really, really small trade and close it. That way it's technically still a trading day. Max loss, so I can't lose more than 5% in a day. So I've technically passed that because it hasn't failed. And then max loss, I cannot lose more than 10% in total. So really, this is, you're starting at 0% break. You're at break even, and you have to make 10%, and you can't lose 10%. So it's really a battle between this range here. And once you hit that 10%, boom, you move into step 2. It gets a little bit easier, but really plays with the head. But we'll see when we get there. And keep in mind, I am actually starting my 5-day fast right now. So my brain's going to be a little bit foggy, but we're going to see how it goes. So I'm going to be transitioning this video over to a screen recording of my phone and showing the login there. That's where I do my trades. I usually use TradingView on my laptop here for doing my chart analysis, figuring out the trades I want to do. But actively, I always execute my real trades on my phone. So thanks for watching, and let's jump in. And here's my FTMO account. As you can see, I've already taken a quick trade. Trades are running, looking good.